Hi everyone! So this is the third video I'm doing in this look and in my room, which is disgusting and extremely messy. So, oh well, this is my third video. So I went to the library today. I love bookstores. I love buying books. I'm a huge book nerd. Yeah, I wish I could have a channel, maybe I will someday, of just books and book reviews because I read very quickly and all the time. So, and I got judged today because I went to the library and I checked out 9 books and the woman was like, "Are you really going to check all those out?" And I'm like, "You don't understand. I'll read 9 books in 3 weeks. Don't worry." So I'm just going to go through some of the books that I got. If you've read these, please, 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 please tell me. Like, we can talk about it. We can chat, comment back and forth, whatever. If you review books, forward me your channel because I would love to, love to follow you. I'm on goodreads.com. That's like a website for like book nerds and for people in general. It's like there are book clubs. It's just amazing. Just check out goodreads.com and friend me on it. I'll post my page down below so you can check it out. I'm in like 6 books clubs on there. Anyway, let's get started. Or if there's a book that you think I should read, please post it down below. I love book suggestions from people. The first book is Feed, The Good News, We Survived the Bad News, So Did They by Mira Grant. It says the year was 2014. We had cured cancer, we had beaten the common cold, but in doing so we had created something new, something terrible that no one could stop. The infection spread, virus blocks taking over bodies and minds with one unstoppable command: feed. Now 20 years after the rising, Georgia and Sean Mason are on the trail of the biggest story of their lives, the dark conspiracy behind the infected. The truth will out, even if it kills them. It's a zombie apocalypse book. I heard it was amazing. Someone really recommended it to me because I love science fiction. I'm a huge science fiction nerd. So someone recommended this to me and I'm super excited to read it. So hopefully it's not too gory, but I don't know. I read everything. The next book I got was based on All That Glitters, on Elle's recommendation. She does like glitteratures, which are awesome. I love glitteratures. So this was a book that she got. It's part of a trilogy. It was also on her gift giving guide. This is Shiver. And it's about, from what I can tell, it's about werewolves. See, there's like a wolf on the cover. It's kind of like Twilight, but the werewolf version, and they're not as long. And there's 3 of them. It's a trilogy. So I picked up the first one because I'm super excited to read it based on what Elle said about it, and that, you know, she liked it, and it was one of her gifts suggestions. So I figured I would go to the library and gift myself with it. The next book is the Pulitzer Prize winner of this year. It's A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan. I just heard amazing things. It says Benny is an aging former punk rocker and record executive, slashes the passionate, troubled young woman he employs. Here, Jennifer Egan brilliantly reveals their past along with the inner lives of a host of other characters whose paths intersect with theirs, with music pushing on every page. A Visit from the Goon Squad is a startling, exhilarating novel of self-destruction and redemption. It's a Pulitzer Prize winner. You should always read Pulitzer Prize winner books. For one reason. Obviously, a lot of people think that it's super good. And it's a cultural thing. Like, you should be reading this. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm not into, like, punk rock. If you can see, there's, like, charts and pictures in the book, so I'm not quite sure. I don't really like graphic novels, but if you know of a really good graphic novel, I will certainly check it out, so post it. But I figured I'd give this one a shot. The next one is also from All That Glitters Gliterature Reviews. This is The White Queen. It's from the author of it's from Philippa Gregory, from the author of The Other Boleyn Girl. I haven't read The Other Boleyn Girl, but that's what it looks like on the inside. And it says, brother turns on brother to win the ultimate prize, the throne of England, and the dazzling account of the wars of the, I don't know how to say that. They are the claimants and kings who ruled England before the Tudors, and now Philippa Gregory brings them to life through the dramatic and intimate stories of the secret players, the indomitable women, starting with Elizabeth Woodville, the White Queen. There's like the Red Queen. There's a couple of them, but I figured I would start with this one. The next book was also in All That Glitters Gliterature. It's The Maze Runner by James Dasher. It's kind of like, I've heard it described as the Hunger Games. I'm not going to read the back because it's kind of long, but it's been described kind of as the Hunger Games. This is by James Dashner. And I think there's 3 of them. There might be more, but it's young adult. That's what it's science fiction young adult, so it's right up my alley. I love science fiction. But I'm gonna give this one a shot. I think it's gonna be really good. She really liked it, so. Another one is also from All That Glitters. I just follow her, and I think this is the last one from All That Glitters. This is Vampire Academy. It's the first one. It's about, I guess, vampires that go to boarding school together. I don't know. I'm not going to read the back because that'll be way too long. But it says, after 2 years of freedom, Rose and Melissa are caught and dragged back to St. Vladimir's Academy, a school for vampire royalty and their guardians to be hidden in the deep forests of Montana. But inside the Iron Gates, life is even more fraught with danger. I don't know. Is this the first one? I don't know if this is the first one. I think it is. Anyways, it's by Rochelle Mead, so I'm going to check it out. The next one I was super excited to find on my library's news shelf. It's A Discovery of Witches. This one's on the best books of 2011 list, I believe. It's a long one. It's about witches, obviously. I really like books about the supernatural, but I read like biographies, autobiographies, anything really. So I'm excited to check this one out. It was on the news shelf in my library, and I had it on hold, but it never came in, so I was excited to find it. The next one was also a new book on my list. This is Robo-Apocalypse. People should know that at first the enemy looked like everyday stuff, cars, buildings, phones. Then later, when they started designing themselves, Rob looked familiar but distorted, like people and animals from some other universe, but built by some other god. I don't know. I love Kurt Vonnegut and like futuristic stories, and I heard this one was amazing, and Stephen King, I think, loved it. Don't quote me on that, but somebody really loved this, and I don't know. I'll give it a shot. I'll give anything a shot once. And the last book, my thing of books is about to topple, is Freedom, a novel by Jonathan Franzen. He's author of The Corrections. This is Oprah's 2010 book selection. I've heard so many good things about this book. It says, Patty and Walter Berglund were the new pioneers of Old St. Paul, the gentrifiers, the hands-on parents, the avant-garde of the Whole Foods generation. Patty was the ideal sort of neighbor who could tell you where to recycle your batteries and how to get the local cops to actually do their job. She was an enviable, perfect mother and the wife of Walter's dreams. Together with Walter, environmental lawyer, commuter cyclist, total family man, she was doing her small part to build a better world. But now, in the new millennium, the Berglunds have become a mystery. Why has their teenage son moved in with the aggressively Republican family next door? Why has Walter taken a job working with Big Coal? What exactly is Richard Katz, a Trey Rocker, and Walter's college best friend and rival still doing in the picture? Most of all, what has happened to Patty? Why has the bright star of Barrier Street become a very different kind of neighbor? An implacable fury coming unhinged before the streets of Tenevise. In his first novel since The Corrections, Jonathan Franzen has given us an epic of contemporary love and marriage. Freedom comically and tragically captures the temptations and burdens of liberty, the thrills of teenage lust, the shaken compromises of middle age, the wages of suburban sprawl, the heavy weight of empire. In charting the mistakes and joys of Freedom's characters as they struggle to learn how to live in an even more confusing world, Franzen has produced an indelible and deeply moving portrait of our time. It's super long. It's 561 pages. I'll read it in a week. But I heard you shouldn't miss it. I had to request it. I had it on hold, and it took 2 weeks to get here. This is what I'm going to be reading first, and hopefully I'll do a book review on it. But it's just my library book haul. I just finished like 6 books over break, so I'm really excited to start. I read more slowly during school just because I have a lot of schoolwork to do. But yes, that's my library book haul. Please post your favorite books. Post something that you think I should read. You know I love science fiction. I really love any kind. I know that those are like mostly science fiction, like fantasy, but really, I mean, I'm really looking forward to reading the Steve Jobs biography because I used to work for Apple. All that stuff, just post it. If you've read any of these books, let me know how you like them. And friend me on Goodreads.com because Goodreads.com is a great way to talk to other people about books. I'm in like 4 book clubs. I think I was in 6, but now I'm in 4 that I'm currently working on. I'm in like a young adult one, which I'm 21, so that's kind of ridiculous. And I'm also in like a chick lit one. I'm in 1,001 books you should read before you die. I'm in like 500 reading challenges, all this stuff. So it's a great website. I'll post it in the bottom bar so you can check it out, and I'll post my page so you can kind of see like what I'm doing with it. And there's so much more you could do. But anyways, thanks for watching. And again, let me know if there are any books that I should definitely check out.